Hello, hello, hello. Week one's done. Pretty good. Pretty good. Some people did some things late, which is okay for the first week. Um, Most of you did an excellent job. Very good. I tried to give you your grade on your handed assignment. If I forgot somebody, shoot me an email. Okay, I try to grade them as soon as or send them out as soon as I grade them. Okay. And then on Mondays, in Monday's video, I'll show you the answers. And if you have any other questions, you can ask me. Okay. Some people showed up to the Google Meet on Thursday. It didn't go as well as I expected. I think I was on the wrong week or something. I don't know. We'll do it again this week. We'll try it. It'll only get better. It's still a work in progress. What else? What else? Okay, so here's your ed puzzle. This is what I check. Okay, they're always under the do assignments. Show all 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. You have to watch the 4 videos to get 5 points each. I'm going to pull it up to show you what I'm looking at. Some people didn't do it. Sorry, don't mean to embarrass you, but do your work, you know? So here's step 1, okay? So here is everybody, all right? Yesterday, okay? See? Oh, right over here, not turning, late on time, late on time, okay? So because we're just getting acclimated to it, no big deal, okay? I'm not going to go crazy about it, but this week, if things are late, you lose points. Okay? So Monday, we have an assignment due Monday. It's worth 5 points. Okay? If you do it before the due date, you get 5 points. If you don't do it Monday, I check Wednesday, and you did it, you get 3 points. If you don't do it Wednesday, I check Friday, okay, or Saturday when I'm grading everything. And if it's done, you get 1 point. If it's not done, you get 0. Okay? And you can't make it up. Sorry. I'm not going to keep begging you to make things up. Okay? You guys are old enough, responsible enough. Do your work, keep up with stuff. It's an easy grade. Very easy. 10, 15 minutes max. Okay? And that's every day, 10, 15 minutes. That's all you got to do. Okay? Where are we? So, we are at the answers. Here are the answers. Okay? To the handed assignment. Okay? Why'd you lose a point? Why didn't I lose a point? You have to have the C. Got to have the C next to it. Okay, for the claim. Okay, in both the first 2 and the second 2. Some people forgot a not equal to. I think down here in number 26. I don't know if you can see my cursor or not. They had both of them equal. 36 and 38. A lot of people had the right tails. But you didn't tell me why. And I said all you had to do was just say HA is greater than 0.02, HA less than 80,000. That's it. That's all the explanation I needed. Nothing crazy. Okay. Some problems you might have had are with the inequality terms. Okay. So the inequality terms are way back over here. Okay, in your notes. You copied them down. All right, so that way you can tell if it's a greater than, less than, right here. See, verbal statements. You copied them from the book. Okay? If you don't have them, make sure you get them in your notes and add to them. They were on the bottom page 365. Okay? So that was video 1. If you don't have it, make sure you get it. Okay? All right, so we're at the last step. Step 5, because 3 and 4 are computation work. Okay, you got to make sure you get your book because we're talking about p-values. So if you don't get your book, you got to get it. All right, because I'm not going to keep putting up on the screen the chart in the back of the book. Okay, so make sure you get your book. So making a decision. All right, about the interpreting the decision. Okay, so there's only 2 outcomes to the hypothesis test, which makes sense. Okay, now you have to use the proper terminology. Okay, so the first one is what? Okay, gosh, people. Okay, the first one is reject the null hypothesis. The second one is fail to reject. Okay, one or the other. That's it. Okay, how do you know? All right, the decision rule is based on a p-value. So we start with a p-value. Okay, when we compare the p-values, so it's in the notes. I'll show you right here. Okay. So at the top of your table, and the table is here, decision and claim. Okay. You see where it says decision and claim. This is on page 372 of your book. Okay. So at the top, you put this number 1. See this decision rule based on p-value, this tan box? If p is less or equal to the level of significance, then reject null hypothesis. If p is greater than, fail to reject. And then this table, you have to write that out into the boxes here. Oh, there, it's right here. It's right here. Don't worry about it. You got it right here. Okay, so there it is. If p is less than or equal to the level of significance, then reject. If it's greater than, fail to reject. So you don't have to copy it. You got it. Okay, decision, claim, copy it from what I just showed you, or go to page 372. There is enough. So there is enough evidence to reject the claim. Okay, fill in the box, fill in the tables. All right, pause the video. You're gonna have to pause it to copy in. There's a lot of copying down for you guys today. Okay, so pause it and fill that out. Okay, step 5. Here it is. Exercise 4. You perform a hypothesis test for each of the following claims. How should you interpret the decision if you reject the null hypothesis or reject the null hypothesis? Okay, so the H0 is your claim. The null hypothesis is your claim. So if you look at your table or in the book, okay, you can see right at the top of claim, H0 is your claim. Okay. And again, like I said, this is kind of abstract. When we put everything together, it'll all make sense. Okay. So we want to reject the null hypothesis. So what you have to say is, all right, you reject the null hypothesis. And since the claim was the null hypothesis, there is enough evidence to reject the claim. You'd have to write all that out, and you would put in front of it step 5. Okay. If you fail to reject the null hypothesis, you would say, fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is not enough evidence to reject the claim. Okay, so look at where I got these words from based upon your table. Okay, these phrases. All right, so you got to find your claim, okay, which is the top. The decision is to the left, and then your conclusion is within the box. Okay, so now if you have your alternate hypothesis as your claim, okay, the mean stopping distance for a Honda Civic. Okay, so we're gonna do both of them. So if I reject it, okay, you always reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay, so you reject the null hypothesis, and since we reject it and the claim was the alternate hypothesis, there is enough evidence to support the claim. Okay, that's step 5, and that's right from your table. You've got to have this table handy. Don't try to memorize it because you screw things up all the time. Okay. If we fail to reject, then there you go. Fail to reject the null hypothesis. All right, since we failed to reject, you go over to the claim. There is not enough evidence to support the claim. Okay, it's right from your table. Okay, so it was mean and proportion, and then the last one is also a proportion. Okay, so it was just the same thing as the one above it. All right, so the steps, okay, your steps for hypothesis testing. Now, some of them I will consolidate. I'll consolidate some of the steps, okay? But this is the table, the chart on page 373. So if you don't have your book yet, there it is, okay, 373. So you want to pause the video, copy those down, copy those steps down into your notes, okay? All right. Make sure you have them complete and fill them all in nice. And then this is just more practice. I'm not worried about that. The homework, see, 10 minutes, quick one. But there's a lot more work because you had to copy some tables. So the homework is page 377, 41, 43, 45. Okay. So again, keep up with the work, keep things going. You guys are doing great. I'll be reaching out to some people who owe me stuff from the 3rd quarter too. Okay. If ever you need whatchamacallit, a Google Meet earlier than Thursday, let me know. If a couple of you guys want to, I don't care. It's like coming in during advisement or lunch or whatever. If you need a hand and you need me to do a meet, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, whatever you want to do, just let me know. We can plan that. Okay? All right. We'll see you soon.